Okay, what's good guys? I'm at the rec center about to go train. Today is a gym day, so I'll mostly do the Premier League workout and swimming afterwards as a recovery. But anyways, I've started to learn how to drive, or I'm starting to drive right now. And don't worry, no, I am not driving right now when the road is busy. Of course not. No, I'm not driving at all, I'm just parked. I just wanted to tell you guys that. But yeah, I'm just gonna head out to the field, gonna do a couple of passing drills, and also to do some finishing workouts that I did yesterday, the Ronaldo chop, and also the Cruyff turn. No, not the Cruyff turn, the V turn. And this time I'm gonna add a quick change of pace because that's match-like. Now, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so one thing that I noticed, or why I'm redoing these old drills, is because I simply want to master them. And I heard this in like a Train Effective podcast on Spotify, how one of the players said he usually redid old drills and also was creative with them by modifying it or modifying those drills. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So in the Modric drill, I noticed looking back at the clips that there wasn't really a change of pace when I did the Ronaldo chop finish and also the V-turn. So here, I decided to speed up after the change of pace, and as a result, it kind of affected my shooting. So, how I decided to counter that was after shots, I usually aimed for it with my side foot. And although that's cool, more power really comes from when I use my toes rather than my side foot. But a disadvantage to that is if I shoot with my toes, it might go up or might not really hit the targets. But if I do it with less power, it won't really go as quickly as I wanted it to. And that being another example of why. But yeah, like I said in the previous drill or in the previous video, the Ronaldo chop was just one of those moves that came naturally to me, but it seems like I need to also work on my change of pace if I want to use it in a real match. A shot barely into the bottom corner. And I also looked back to that clip and noticed that I wasn't on my feet. And as you know, you need to be on your feet, especially in soccer. You can't really be flat-footed because it'll kind of slow you down and you won't be ready to receive a pass as quickly or dribble as quickly. So that's why I try to stay on my toes, and I do some toe workouts to strengthen that part. Yeah, so that finishing there, it's kind of like me leaning in. I kind of drew inspiration from that from Kylian Mbappe's goal against Argentina. So where he like kind of leans in after the volley. So I'm trying to apply that to like when I try to aim low, bend a bit and kind of be in an almost falling motion. It's something that works for me. I'm not saying like you gotta be doing this or so. It's just something that works for me each time I take a low shot. Maybe that's what I should be doing. But anyways, the next one I did was the V-turn. And the great thing about this is that it really forces that change of pace. Especially like moving slowly when dragging it, then speeding up after you make the other V. It's really complicated to explain this move, but essentially when you're dragging it forward, you gotta be slow, but when you're dragging it back, and when you're dragging it to the other side, you gotta move quickly, something like that. V-turn on the other side, then take on the shots, boom, not a goal. But yeah, so for the finishing part, I was mostly outside the box since I'm doing that. And for the finishing, I noticed that I mostly took shots from outside the box and also from the side angles. So that kind of explains why I missed most of my chances, but I find it'll be easier to score at the center, just like there. And it's also like that in real matches. Most of the goals are scored at the center because it's the easiest. And I missed my step there, but I did a cutback. Again, showing that in matches you kind of also need to improvise even if you don't get a move right. I take on the shot from there. V-turn there, V-turn again. Goes past one, goes past two, shoots, and he scores. So yeah, after doing these two drills, I just moved on to doing the gym work. The Premier League workout is here on the screen. So the first ones that I did was the reverse lunge. And to make it more tricky for myself, I did it with my toes being up. Again, another way to improve my fascia so that I can be able to move more quicker in games rather than just doing it flat-footed or so. And I also had the dumbbells to also work on that. So yeah, just looking for creative ways to challenge myself. And in this next one, I did a couple of push-ups, 3 different sets for one, 15 for 2, and 30 for the last one. But for those 15 ones that I did the shoulder tap push-up, kind of an anaerobic push-up or so I saw online. Then after that, I did 30 for the last one. And let me tell you, it was really painful. And I could barely do it again. I don't know. Especially if you reach that point when you do a push-up that you kind of really force your body to do one and all. Yeah, that really sucks. So after that, I did a couple of pull-ups. And again, the highest I can do for that one is 15. Might seem pretty... I don't know whether that's impressive or not, but that's the highest I could do. And another way I challenged myself there was to do like hanging push-up, like a hanging pull-up for about 15 to 20 minutes and coming down. After that, I did lateral lunges, again, which kind of focuses on my mobility, especially when I'm turning. And that's the thing with most of these drills. They focus a lot on mobility and strength rather than just strength alone. So yeah, that was mostly my gym day. But before I go, there's something I want to ask you guys. Do you think gym work is essential for a soccer player's growth? Well, there's some accounts that I stumbled upon or some articles that I saw that says gym work isn't effective for soccer players. I don't really... It kind of left me torn and it's made me not go to the gym for a while. But after really thinking about it and how it helps with like injury prevention and mobility, it really kind of made me question if I should do gym work or not. So I leave it to you. What do you guys think? Of course, I do think gym work is important. It really just depends on what you want to do. If your aim is to get more body, it's definitely not going to help you. But if it's for mobility and injury prevention, yeah. So what are you guys' opinions in the comments? Leave it down below. See you in the next video.